Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the iPod mod. This mod is going to add in this little device right here called an iPod, and it's going to have loads of apps on it, games, and awesome apps that allow you to do things that you wouldn't be able to do in the normal Minecraft. So it's really cool. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the crafting recipes and how to craft this thing if you're in survival mode, and then I'm going to show you all the apps and what they do and what they're made for. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the iPod mod. So this thing right here is called the iPod. And you're going to need some things to craft it. So let's go ahead and look. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Let's go ahead and look at some of the things that we're going to need to craft it. So I am going to be using the crafting guide to show you guys the crafting recipes. So we are going to need these things right here. Ignore these things over here. Just look at this very first one right here. So this is your iPod, and to craft it, you're going to need a item.ipodcover.name, and you're going to need a iPod display. You're going to need a battery, electric wire, and an engine. So let's start off with the first one, which is the iPod cover. Now to craft the iPod cover, you're going to need iron ingots just like that. I believe that is 7 iron ingots, and then you're going to need the electric wire. So to craft the electric wire for the cover, you are going to need, just like this, 2 pieces of string, lapis, redstone, and rose red, and that will give you 2 of them right there. So let me go back to the iPod, and then you're going to need another one of those electric wires to craft the iPod. So you're going to need one for the cover and one for the actual iPod. And then for the iPod display, you're going to need 2 more of those electric wires. You're going to need 4 golden ingots and a glass pane. And now you're going to need a battery, and for that battery, you're going to need 2 more electric wires. Yes, you need a lot of these electric wires, so I would go ahead and craft a couple of them. And then you're going to need 4 iron ingots and a piece of coal. That's for the battery. And then you're going to need the engine, which is crafted with another electric wire, 2 pieces of redstone, and 3 iron ingots. And then you put all those things together just like so. You're going to have the iPod cover, the iPod display, the battery, the engine, and the electric wire, and then that will give you your iPod. Quite a bit to craft, but believe me, crafting this iPod is worth it. Now, this mod isn't very far in, so it is going to be buggy at some points, and he is adding more stuff. Like, for example, he is adding, so I believe right now you cannot charge the iPod, so once it dies, you will no longer be able to use it, but I believe he is adding like a charging station or something like that, because if you see, when we go into our crafting guide, you can see these iPods with all these different battery levels, which means the battery can die. But he said he is adding in charging and stuff like that, so that would be pretty cool to see in the future, and more games, so that would be pretty cool. So now to using your iPod, which is what we've all been waiting for. So to use your iPod, once you have it in your hand, you're going to right click, and then it will open up just like an iPod, and you can see all your apps. So we can go ahead and go over the apps real quick. We have weather, TNT, trash, mine, spawn, menu, TP, magic, game stats, live settings, and then you have music, and then you have info. So the info basically just tells you some recipes, and it says note some apps are very buggy. So yeah, some of the apps are really buggy, just like I said. And now to get out of an app, like for example, I just clicked on this info thing. Now to get out of it, we're going to click on this thing right here, which is the home button. So then we can also go to music, and we can see all our little music discs, so we can play them or whatever. So you can click on one, then hit play, and then you can just hit stop, and then you can go back, and that's pretty cool. So we're going to go through these apps one by one and show you what they can do, because they are really cool. Some of them are longer than others, and some of them are shorter than others. So let's go ahead and start out with the weather app. So the weather app is really simple. You're going to have a toggle rain button up at the top. You're going to have day, night, and you're going to have set time. So if we toggle rain, if we go ahead and click that, we have toggled the downfall. So now you can see it will start raining. So if you want to get out of this iPod, by the way, you can hit the quit button right up there, and you can see that it is kind of started raining just a little bit, kind of over here, not really over there. So, but yeah, and let's say we want to turn that off. Let's go back to weather, and we can hit toggle rain one more time, and then that should stop the rain. Yep, it's starting to clear up. And then let's go back here, and we can hit day or night. So it's already day, so we can see that, ooh, the sun just popped up right there. And then we can hit night, and it'll actually change it to night. And then we can do it manually by setting the time. So if I want to, let's say I want it to be 10,000, which I think is in the middle of the day. And then we just got to click that button, and then it will set the time to 10,000, which, oop, that's almost the middle of the day. But you get the point. And then you can also see that there's this thing right here. Where was that? So yeah, that's just the button to click the set time. And then let's go ahead and go back, and now let's take a look at TNT. TNT is one of the cool ones. It's kind of weird, but it's cool. Let's go ahead and go over here so we have a little bit more room. So here's the TNT option. So you can see right when you open this, it gives you your coordinates right here. These are your coordinates. So right now I'm at 204, 64, and 2 251. And then you can also down here, you can have your power, fire, and explode. So basically, this is an exploding thing. So if you want to set it on your friend's coordinates, let's say you can like be in a game with your friend and be like, hey, give me your coordinates, and you can pull out your iPod and then blow up his whole house wherever he is. But yeah, so right now, right when you open the iPod, it's going to set your coordinates. So you see, I have 204, 64, 251, and then if I quit the iPod and I go like way over here, and then I open it again, you can see that the coordinates did change. So wherever you open it, that's where the coordinates are. So here's your power right here. This first button is going to go up by 1 and then down by 1. The second one is, I believe, 5. No, it's 10. And then the third one is 50. So if I want to go back down, I can just click those two buttons again. You can kind of get the point. So it's 1, 10... actually, yeah, 1, 10, 50. And then we also have fire, which is on Y, which is yes. And then we can hit that again, which is in for no. So let's go ahead and try this out. Let's do no fire, and let's explode with 1. So we can just keep hitting it. And we can kind of use it as a boost to boost ourselves somewhere. And that probably, I don't know if that will hurt you if you're in survival mode. I haven't really tried it in survival mode, but it does kind of destroy the ground a little bit. So let's do a major explosion. Let's do... not anything really major. Let's do, I don't know, let's do like 80. Let's do fire, yes, and let's hit explode. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was pretty insane. So you can see that was only 80. Imagine like 200 or 300, and that was with fire. So without fire, obviously all the fire would not be spreaded. And wow, that is just... Oh, I might want to go over here. That left a pretty big mark. All right, and then we have our trash bucket, which means you can drop the iPod, you can clear all items, and you can clear the slots that you want to clear. So if I wanted to clear slot 9, which I believe is the one with those 64 ingots, I could hit clear slot, and it would clear that slot. And then we also have mine, which is pretty cool. So here is mine. So you have the select a direction and mine. So you can mine upwards, downwards, sideways, basically any way you want. So if you're like in a mine system and you need to mine up, you would hit the positive buttons and you would mine up. But right now we need to mine the Y, which is Y is up and down. So we're going to mine straight down. So let's go back in our iPod. Whoops, wrong thing. Let's go back in our iPod, hit mine, and we're going to hit Y, mine. Y, mine, Y minus mine, and then we can just keep going, and keep going. And let's say it's getting a little dark, we want to place the light, and right when we hit place the light, it will actually place that little glowstone thing right there, which is pretty cool, and then it also put one above us too. So let's say we want to mine, let's try to mine another way. So let's do Z minus, mine, and we're kind of getting stuck in the blocks, but you can see that we're kind of mining sideways-ish. I don't know, it's kind of dark in here. And now let's mine up. So we can hit mine, and then we have it quit. Yeah, it should kind of mind us up a little bit. But yeah, it is a little buggy. Don't expect it to work perfectly, but it does work pretty well for now. And then now if we go to spawn, this is one of the cool ones. So this one also gives you the option of coordinates again. So those are my coordinates whenever you open it up. And then this gives you the option of spawning things. So we can spawn a bat, blaze, cave spider, chicken, cow, creeper, enderman, ghast, giant zombie. Oh, we might have to come back to that. Horse, iron golem, basically every mob or... non-hostile mob, hostile and non-hostile, that are in Minecraft. So let's go ahead and let's go back to that giant zombie. Oh my gosh, I didn't know they actually allowed you to spawn those in. Let's try the giant zombie. So if we hit spawn, and then we hit quit, you can see that it did spawn herself a giant zombie, which is pretty cool. So let's try something else just to show you that it works on anything. So if we want to spawn a whole bunch of chickens, we can just keep hitting spawn, just keep clicking spawn, and you can see that it spawned ourselves quite a bit of chickens. Oh, they spawned right next to the cactus. But yeah, you can see we spawned ourselves a giant zombie. Hopefully I didn't make them too mad by hitting them. But yeah, that's pretty sick. And then we can go to menu right here, which actually allows you the ability to basically control everything. So we can hit escape, and that will bring us up the escape game menu. And then we can also go back to a crafting table. So basically, whenever you have your iPod, you have a crafting table, an enchanting table, and an anvil wherever you are. And then also you can hit quit and land. So if you want to open up the land menu, you can just do it by doing that. And if you want to hit quit, that'll actually completely close out your game. So I don't want to do that right now. And then we also have the option to TP. So you can see that the little thing is an ender pearl. So basically, it gives us the coordinates that we're in right now. So let's say we want to change this by 10. Let's change that a little bit. And then let's name, I don't want to save the TP or anything, but let's just go ahead and hit, actually no, let's do no, and then we can hit TP. And then you can see it just TP'd us about, like, I don't know, was that 20, 30 blocks away from our original thing. So in order to change the TP, let's say you want to TP to your friend or whatever, you're going to have to know his coordinates. So you can see 170 is our X, 68 is our Y, and 255 is our Z. So for example, if we wanted to teleport way up, which is the Y. We can do that, and then we can kind of spawn way up here. So that's pretty interesting. And then we also have the ability to have magic, which is pretty cool, which is basically just potions. So basically, you can set your time. So if you hit the ever button right here, it will do 9999999, which is going on forever. And then you also have like your 10s and stuff, and then your 1s. So I'm going to just leave it as ever. And then you can pick the level of strength. So I don't know how far it goes. Let's just do, let me just do this really fast real quick. Let me just do, I don't know how long it goes. I'm assuming it stops at like 100 or something. But okay, we'll just leave it as... You know, we need to go down. That's way too high. Oh, wait, can we type? Can we type in this? Oh, no, we can't type. I was thinking you could type a number, but I guess not. So, and then we can do the particles on and off, and then we can pick your potion. So we can do speed, slowness, haste, what was that? Fatigude? I don't even know what that was. Strength, instant health, damage, jump. Ooh, jump boost. Let's do jump boost. And then we can hit apply, and then you can see that it gives us jump boost forever. And it's going to be really high because I set it to 60 something. So imagine like 100. So yeah, that is one crazy freaking jump boost. And yeah, you kind of get the point of that. You can do pretty much any potion you can dream of. Fire resistance, water breathing, invincibility, blindness, hunger, weakness, poison, blah, 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 blah. And it just keeps going on. There's a lot of potions. So let me go ahead and drink some milk real quick so I can get rid... Whoops, didn't mean to press that. Get rid of those potion effects, and yeah, they're gone now. Alright, so what's next? Next, we have games. Games are pretty cool. So, when you win the game, you will get a small prize. And select a game and play, so we can pick the code. I'm not sure what the code is. Basically, you just kind of guess a code. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know how you're supposed to win that one because it's kind of completely random and it's going to take you forever to guess that code, but an easier game would be the gambling one. So basically, you'll need a gold nugget every time you roll. So you can see I have 64 gold nuggets right there, and we can roll 506. Basically, let's just keep rolling until we win. I'm just going to keep going until we win. So basically, we're gambling. So it's like we're at a gambling machine. So you can see our gold nuggets going down, and oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. We won. I don't know how we won, but we did get a gold ingot right there, so we did win once. Let's see if we're going to win again before we run out of gold nuggets. And nope, we didn't. So yeah, it's kind of hard to win at those games, and apparently he is adding in tic-tac-toe soon, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at stats. Stats is going to tell you where you are, X, Y, and Z. It's also going to tell you the time and the last time since death. So basically, you can refresh it and see the time going up. So if I go back and then go back in, you can see the time kind of refreshes itself. So that's the time that you were alive and the time since your last death, which is pretty cool. So it's just kind of simple stats. And then we have your life right here. So you can set your spawn, you can heal yourself, you can kill yourself, and you can also change your XP level. So let's see, I want to do that experience level, and yeah, it is kind of buggy right now, so I'm assuming the XP level thing doesn't work right now. So we can heal ourselves, so you can see you're healed, and then I don't want to kill myself, and then we can also set our spawn, but that's buggy right now too. So, and then we have settings, which is actually, you can change your code. So let's do on, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's hit change. Let's see what that does. Not 100% sure. So, oh yeah, so basically what that does is you can make it your iPod. So if you're playing with your friends and you don't want your friend stealing your iPod, then basically you can do that, and then when he gets in, he's not going to know the code unless you tell him. But our code was 1234, and then it lets us get into our iPod. So that is basically your little code. So that is pretty cool, guys. That is going to do it for the iPod mod. I showed you guys the crafting recipes and all the awesome things that this thing can do. It can mine, spawn stuff in. It can, let me go and read out all the stuff. So it can change weather. TNT has trash, mining, spawning, TP, magic, games, life, music, and just, it's awesome. It's an iPod. It's like it's a super handy dandy iPod. That's what it is. So guys, that's going to do it for this mod showcase. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. And yeah, I'm Unspoken Gaming, and I will see you guys later.